Helvetic Airlines are mainly known across Europe as a Swiss subsidiary airline, and today I'm flying with them on board their brand new addition to their fleet, the Embraer E190 E2, from here in Warsaw to Zurich in Switzerland. Join me on this trip today and welcome to Bradley Penny Aviation. Warsaw's Chopin Airport was opened in 1934 and now serves over 18 million passengers a year. We were only connecting through the airport today, so no check-in experience. The terminal itself has rather low ceilings, particularly in the shopping area. This is the general trend throughout the airport. Let's head through into the duty-free store. It has a wide range of spirits and fragrances, as well as having a car and a piano, although there may be a trick to getting it to work. In my opinion, the duty-free store does look very stylish. It is very easy to guide your way through and is signed very well. There were also a few sections to get a few free samples. I couldn't help myself. The airport has brilliant shopping facilities, including a shop themed around Warsaw itself. The terminal had plenty of outlets and restaurants dotted throughout the terminal, some of which were quite unusual. For example, this shop, which is themed completely around cake. There were also a few help screens for those lost passengers. But overall, I found that Warsaw Airport was a great space to spend a couple of hours. Well, that was a quick tour of Warsaw Airport. In my opinion, the airport is pretty decent and had the travel necessities as well as a few eateries. The airport is also quite quick and easy to connect through. Let's check out some of the views of the aircraft. I'm very excited to try the new E190 E2. I'm heading in with pretty high expectations. I'm not sure whether I should, but it's that time. Let's head on board and fly with Helvetic to Zurich. During the boarding process, I couldn't help but notice that the engines on board this aircraft were huge. What are your opinions on them? Do they look too big? Let me know in the comments. Helvetic started this flight off in the best way possible. Once seated, we were gifted a wonderful Swiss chocolate. Welcome aboard. Let's get ready for the departure. Helvetic Airways was established in 2003 and offers multiple routes to European destinations in the short to mid-haul sectors. Helvetic operates routes from its main base in Zurich, Switzerland. Their fleet consists completely of Embraer regional jets, the older E190s and the much newer E190 E2 variant which were on board today. Let's check out the experience on board Helvetic. We have now reached our cruising altitude of 39,000 feet. I will now take the time to tour this Helvetic Embraer E190 E2. The cabin is laid out in a 4-abreast configuration, with 2 seats either side of the aisle. The aircraft is really quite spacious, with relatively high ceilings and plenty of overhead locker space. The toilets on board were very modern, with a wooden style finish. I'm a massive fan myself. In my opinion, Helvetic really did get the design right with the E190 E2. It really does look great. The cleanliness of this aircraft is fantastic. But what can you expect at the seat? Let's go and take a look now. At the top of the seat, you'll find the literature pocket consisting of a safety card and in-flight magazine. Although I wouldn't use the pocket therein, as there was an exposed section at the bottom where your items could fall out. The tray table was of a decent size with 2 cup holders and an indentation to put a device. Below you'll find some necessary safety guidance. The legroom on board could be better. I'm around 6 foot tall and the legroom situation was quite tight. Below you'll find a seat storage pocket for your personal items. In the overhead panel you'll find a reading light, however the aircraft was lacking air vents, which was quite disappointing. The onboard menu was extensive with plenty of food and drink options and meals for longer journeys. We have now commenced our descent down into Zurich. Be sure to stick around to the end of the review for my final thoughts on today's experience. But for now, enjoy the landing. We are having to hold over Switzerland due to the conditions being terrible at Zurich Airport. Quick update, there's a likelihood we'll divert according to the crew. I really hope not. Right, I have good news. I think we're now landing in Zurich. Let's find out. The disembarkation process was very chaotic, but as is on the majority of flights worldwide. However, it did offer some fantastic views as we exited the aircraft via stairs. Once we reached the terminal and the arrivals area here at Zurich Airport, we were directed straight through a duty-free store and into the baggage reclaim area, then finally free to exit the airport. Welcome to Zurich in Switzerland after that flight with Helvetic. Starting at Warsaw, it's a decent airport with the travel necessities and overall was an easy connecting experience. Now we come to the flight. The cabin itself looked great. Helvetic really hit the spot. However, the legroom was limited on this flight today. Thank you so much for watching to the end of this review. If you happen to enjoy it or if you learned something from it, please be sure to leave a like, comment what you thought of it down below, and of course subscribe to the channel for future content just like this. That's all from me today. Take care of yourself and stay safe.